Hello, everybody. Welcome to David's Kitchen. And I'm lucky enough to have Sarah making something today, sharing space in the kitchen. And we're going to be making I'm going to be making a low-carb tuna casserole, $6 ingredients, 10 meals, hopefully we'll get out of this. And Sarah is making a flat iron steak, which she picked up for a hefty, nice price of $12.99. But that's a separate thing. She's just going to make a steak. She had a hunger for steak, so she's going to go ahead and make herself a steak the way she wants to make it. All right, I'm going to get started. Today we're going to be working with some ingredients. The low carb part is cauliflower, and this is becoming really popular. People are using cauliflower instead of or in addition to pasta. So I'm pulling a cauliflower out of the bag here, and I'm peeling off. This is something I got on sale for $1.50 per cauliflower, and this is about a half of a cauliflower I'm going to be using. So a half a cauliflower goes into this. Thank you. And pulling the leaves off the cauliflower, and I'm going to be boiling that cauliflower in this container over here, which is a full roaring boil. And I'm going to start that right now. So, rinsing it off slightly. I'm going to throw some salt in the water. And I'm just going to break off pieces of this cauliflower and put it in there. No, yes, I will. Just leave it on the or just leave it right there. All right, and we're going to go ahead and put the cauliflower in by breaking crusts of it off. There we go. It doesn't, it's going to crush up in the pasta, so it's going to actually mix in with the pasta. I'm going to add pasta too. I have a box of non-GMO elbow macaroni I'm going to be using, but I'm going to use half a box of that and half a box of something else, ronzoni. Rotini. I'm going to make some rotini as well to add fiber to this dish. So I got some rotini and some elbow macaroni. So that's basically another $1.50. So we were looking at approximately, well, close to $2.50 for the cauliflower. And then we're gonna get 2 cans of albacore I got for $1.30 a piece at Costco. You can buy tuna for typically $1.30. So we're looking at $5 right there, and then $6 for this. $1 for a cream of mushroom soup, which is an essential ingredient in the dish. I'm gonna try to do this for $6, but again, you can make any kinds of exceptions to this meal. I happen to have some red peppers I'm going to be using and some mushrooms, but that would be another $1. So I think you might be looking at $7 if you run into that problem. Okay, let's take it to $7. And then I'm going to add peas too to the final product because I think peas go really well in a tuna casserole. So some frozen peas into that. And there we go. So $7. I've committed to $7. So be it. Sarah's making a $12.99 steak, so she's going to enjoy that while I do this. T. Lawrence, welcome to iVlog. Let me take a look at your chat. We got some people watching us there. Kirkland is Costco's in-house brand, yes. I don't own polo t-shirts. I have t-shirts, but no polo. I can't imagine wearing a polo shirt or one of those alligator things. It's just it's so bourgeois, you know? All right. Now that's just sitting there in the back. I'm going to actually cut an onion now on my onion board cutter. I've got some mushrooms and peppers. I'm not using all of these. No, I got it. I'm just going to show it. I picked this up for $1.50, a big bag of these. And I got these for a song too. So whenever I have extra ingredients, I'll throw them in to add to the flavor. Mushrooms and red peppers are always an interesting addition to a casserole. All right. Well, first of all, you want to wait till it gets hot, and then you spray oil on the bottom, and then you put. Okay, Okay, now you just take this level 3 and wait till it gets hot. And then take your steak out and then just throw that right on the grill. You don't have to wash one of those steaks. They're really nice. They're fresh. When you get the day-old meat, like I was over there shopping today, actually. I saw some day-old meat, but nothing as good as flat iron steaks, that's for sure. They're like ribeyes. They should be tender. I think you should cook them with the cover off, Sarah, so that you don't. No, we don't talk about that stuff here. Yeah, cover off will make it so it doesn't steam, and if you keep that flame at around level 4 when you hit the grill, 4 or 5, I think. Anyway, Sarah's here to talk.
I am here, which I'm not normally, but today I am. Oh, so loud. Okay. David will play Mr. Right after he's finished cooking.
Yeah. It's kind of a show I have in the other room. This is my laptop system that we're doing today on Technology Thursday. So we're going to be taking our laptop in for repair because we had a little line cross over the top of it. It's kind of a fracture in the LCD 4K screen. So luckily we bought a warranty.
Yeah, you got to buy a warranty these days.
Yeah. We've had a lot of problems with laptops. And we thought this would be a good one, but then it started posing problems, and then I think I'm going to have them upgraded to Windows 10. Have them do it at the factory.
I'm going to watch David cook tonight.
Okay, so we're just going to do the basic dice on the onion. And I'm going to put it on the front grill here. I'm going to turn this up to level 6. And I'm going to put this out here like that. There we go.
Level 6 really gets that fast.
Yeah, that's a fast burner, it gets really fast. I'm going to put a couple sticks of celery in here, and I don't need to pull the ribbing off of the celery. Hi there, Scissor Fight. I've been doing some stem celery research here, and
stem celery.
Would you like to have a little competition? We're going to have the stem celery competition. Dueling stocks. Okay. I used to do this as a kid with chopsticks. Remember?
You don't think David's voice is enough for you to do that too? I'd say 286. Don't you like David's voice? Like, thanks, David. You have a lovely voice.
Thank you. All right, so we're just going to dice these up real quick, and everything is going to go on 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I've got some really good olive oil back here.
Down there.
Yeah, I've got this one.
Oh, I did open that.
I'm going to use this extra virgin calaviti.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Well, that's okay. We also have organic olive oil.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. You want a pepper or a salt or this might be good on this Cajun might be good on your steak.
Yeah, that's what.
And here's black pepper. You know what I really have, which is kind of cool? The original Lowry seasoned salt for steak.
Ooh, that's what I need.
It's no MSG, and it's from like 1997. I think I have. All right, that onion and celery mix is going on the grill in just a second. Whoops, flying celery.
Because this is healthier for you than tuna helper.
Tuna helper is not nearly as good. We're going to be using non-GMO pasta and a low-carb cauliflower thing. And I want to tell everybody that cauliflower is, that's all going on this pan here. All right. Good. Give it a little turn with a spatula. Flat iron steak is coming up. I'm going to throw some dill weed on top of the, onion and celery. I still have a nice boil going back there with the cauliflower.
Oh, look at how beautiful that looks.
Let me take a look here.
Oh, that's so gorgeous.
Turn the light on. Wow, that's really a nice piece of steak. Look at that. Wow. You're going to season it too? Awesome. That is a nice piece of meat. Yeah, I like the marbling on it. Looks like it's going to be tender. I think keeping it open at 4, you're good. Here, I'll rinse your package out and throw it out.
We wanted to see it.
Okay. $12.69. Wow, she really sprung for the big bucks on this one. $12.69. And that's like 1.27 pounds. Nice. Flat iron steak. All right, I'm going to crack those cans of tuna out. I always like having a breadboard.
I forget what part of the body is that.
I don't know. You know what I do with the juice of the tuna when I'm making a tuna casserole? Is I throw it in the water that I'm boiling. I'm just going to add that to more of the water that I'm boiling back here. And I'm cooking the cauliflower in. Okay, I'm just going to put that right in there. Nice.
Yes, of course, Lego block. Always wash your hands before you cook, and then right now I'm washing my hands again.
Okay.
Good.
I'm going to take a handful of mushrooms.
Nice, beautiful. We have the rinse.
I got them. Rinsing them with nice filtered water. And I'm going to cut them up. Sometimes you get a little black pieces on top of the outside. You got to make sure that's off. They grow mushrooms in chicken manure, so probably a good idea not to.
It's a good idea to clean them well.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to do a kind of a light dice, cut, chop, whatever. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right. Yeah, so Sarah's searing the steak on one side.
Obviously, no grill.
On a bed of onions. I'm going to take and make a little space in here for the mushrooms.
David's doing a great job. Onions, celery, mushrooms, and he's got cauliflower boiling in the back.
Well, I've got a couple different
steak.
things happening here. Okay, that's going to continue cooking on level 6. I'm going to add a little water to it. Going to steam cook it a little bit. Just a little bit, like a tablespoon. Not too much. And then I think I'm going to pull. You could probably give that a look, see how it is inside. Sarah's going to take a look at her steak. I couldn't believe this deal I got of these peppers. So these are actually pretty good from Mexico. But I know if I don't eat them, at least in this meal, they'll be sitting there getting moldy. I have to keep eating them. But they're full of lycopene. All right. Yeah, that's a good time to spend. Did you put any other oil on the bottom or not really? Okay, good. And you seasoned both the other side before you flipped it?
I seasoned the other side.
Okay, cool. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start my pasta over here. So, being I still have a roaring boil of level 6 here on the rear, I'm just going to go ahead and throw my pasta in there with the cauliflower. Cauliflower is mostly cooked, partially cooked. And with all pastas, you want to make sure you put a lot of, actually you want to move it rather quickly. So if you could hand me a wooden spatula, that would be great. I'm going for a kind of an oat fiber for more fiber in the rotini, thank you. And just kind of move that around real quick, so it doesn't stick to the bottom. And it'll cook with the cauliflower. Meanwhile, I'm going to start culling and preparing my peppers. I start by cutting the backs of them. I did wash them, by the way. Yeah, that's starting to smell really good, that steak, I'll tell you. You could almost go surf and turf on this meal.
True electric Paisley. Can we help you see your
No, I got it.
peppers?
No, I'm pretty good.
See, it's sometimes, too many cooks spoil the broth.
Yeah. Well, there's a little bit of space here for a camera and a breadboard and me. So
Yeah, exactly. Camera, breadboard, and David. Oh, these are not hot peppers. These are sweet peppers.
oh yeah, really sweet. The little seed bundles are really small.
They're actually very good.
No heat whatsoever, just flavoring. This will make your casserole smell or taste really good.
They're really good on a grill
They
or
are
by
actually.
themselves. You can eat them raw. They're really, really good sweet peppers.
Yeah.
They do look longer, but they're not that long. I mean, yeah, they're not the I don't know. Here we go. It's
They're sweet peppers.
sweet peppers.
And I got them for a song. I couldn't believe the deal.
Sweet
$1.50 per package. Normally they're like $4.99 a package.
Yeah, usually they are like $5 a package.
Yeah.
Busy says, David, they don't even make Lowry salt anymore.
Really? Are you serious?
Wow, Busy.
I find that hard to believe. I
Getting
thought
in on the Lowrys.
that's some of the best steak taste you could ever get from Lowry. All right. Man, that celery and onions are ready for action. Okay, we've got a wonderful grouping of mostly de-seeded stuff here. There we go. De-seeded. Now I'm going to dice it the other way. And all of that is going in on top of mushrooms right now. Fantastic. And give your pasta another stir. So don't let it stick to the bottom. Cooking away with the cauliflower, and the vitamins from the cauliflower go right into the pasta shell. So you're not wasting any vitamins. Okay, I think I got most of those seeds out of there. 95% of them. And I put this on top of the, there we go. Yes, chili powder is a really nice addition to anything. Paprika works well with this casserole. Chili powder is good with the steak, too, if you're really into it. Okay. Now, what I've been doing, this is an unusual way of making a tuna casserole. I'm going to actually drain the pasta, half drain it, and then I'm going to add the cream of mushroom soup to the pasta itself and start mixing in all the other ingredients that are pre-steaming on the grill right now. That includes the red peppers, the mushrooms, the onions, and the celery, and the dill weed. The tuna is going to be going in on top of all of that. So what I'm going to do is break up the tuna right now on top of the on a separate plate, actually, so it keeps the integrity of of the cooking cycle going. I'm going to break the tuna up in here. I like long forks to do this. The albacore is a pretty good quality, and this particular tuna is definitely got some of that Fukushima radiation that you've grown to love so much. I think peppers were cheap because they're. It's kind of like the beginning of the summer; they had an overabundance or something.
Spring.
Yeah, spring. Spring. Hey, be careful about the cans; they're very sharp. But it's very important that you break up this, flake all this tuna. I use a nice fork to do it. Because when it goes on top of this mix, you want it kind of broken up. Otherwise, you're going to be mixing and crushing all your macaroni. You wouldn't want to do that. Give that macaroni another stir. I go by the rule of every 2 minutes, give it a stir. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's kind of dry, without the mushroom soup, you really can't even eat it straight up. Most people put mayonnaise on it, like tuna salad. I use a couple filler ingredients like non-fat yogurt to make it creamy and low calorie. But I think we're almost there. Let me test the.
That's a lot of tuna.
Yeah, it really is. It fluffs out quite a bit when you.
That's
open up
2 cans of tuna.
That's 2 cans of tuna.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
Thing? There's nothing else in there.
Nope, just 2 cans
That's
of
a lot of tuna.
Isn't that amazing? Once you fluff it out,
I know when you guys are looking at it, it looks like a plate of tuna, but you should see it's a bowl.
Yeah.
Bowl of tuna.
Yeah, this is almost perfect. I'm going to kind of break up the cauliflower in the dish just while I'm stirring it. Cool. So you're going to flip that again?
Should I flip?
I flip it again.
Should I flip the steak again?
Oh yeah, you're good. Can I do it for you? Sure. You need a little stiffer spatula. Oh, look at that's nice. That's good. Otherwise, you kind of carbonize. But you want it to carbonize a little bit. Now you like it kind of a medium, right?
Yeah, I was looking at the temperature. It says cook until.
I dropped your flame now down to low.
Okay, cook until medium rare is 145.
I think if you just drop it to low at this point, let it sit, it'll be okay. All right. And,
I'm eating the steak for my own sake. That's what I'm eating.
Nice. Okay, I'm almost ready with that pasta. I'm going to cover it up and let it cook at its own heat. What I'm going to do is turn it off in just a second, or turn it down to low. I'm turning both of them down to off, actually. This, I haven't lifted the cover on the peppers. Just leave that there, let it sit, let everything sit right here. Pop open your mushroom soup. Now you can mix this with milk or, like I said, non-fat yogurt or water. But I'm going to use some of the water in the cauliflower water as my mix for this. So that's kind of a novel approach. Using the vitamin-infused water from the pasta. And it maximizes your use of heat as well.
You think I should cover the steak?
I think so, if you really want it to get cooked inside. I turn it to low and put a cover over it. Yeah, it needs to get a lot hotter inside. So I would keep it at low and cover it up and kind of keep it at an angle. The onions are going to get, carbonized, but they're there for flavor. Cool. Do you want to grill some peppers next to it, or are you good?
Sure.
I mean, you're up. It's here. Help yourself to as many peppers as you want. Yeah, I'm going to have a cup of coffee and talk to the thing. Yeah, well, I've got hair. Some guys don't have hair. Did you hear that story that Cialis is supposed to have an 11% higher incidence of no skin cancer in men? Viagra and Cialis have an 11% higher incidence of skin cancer when people are on Viagra and Cialis. That's interesting. All kinds of skin cancers kind of pop up when, yeah. So you're not just popping up down there, you're popping out in other areas. See, nothing has no effect. You know, whenever they do things with our body, you know there's an ancillary effect. I didn't do anything to Bill. Bill finally met justice. You can't drug women and expect to, you know, get away with having indecent exposure. I'm not sure what the charges are or how many years he'll spend in jail, if at all, but we'll look at that in a bit, find out where Bill Cosby is going. He's pissed off. I think with all the money he spent on his defense team, he thought maybe he could get off, you know, drugging 17 women. I know it's a big plus because it's the first. Hopefully, Harvey Weinstein will have some legal, either civil or criminal charge will pop up, and still nothing. Well, yes, skin cancer is a direct result of unnatural light and UVC rays and artificial sunlight, not adaptation. Sure, it's environmental factors are all over the place. I'm not just saying Viagra and Cialis are contributing to it solely, but there is an 11% higher risk of you getting skin cancer if you're on Viagra or Cialis. That's just an interesting little note, huh? Yeah, it's good to know that stuff. Okay, iLog. I'm not sure what happened here. HPV 16 and 18 cause skin cancer where the sun don't shine. So you're saying skin block could cause skin cancer? You're saying now the HPV human papillomavirus causes skin cancer too? This is not garbage, and you've been kicked out for that reason. This is high quality tuna casserole. I did not know HPV does that. Wow. Good to know all these factors in dealing with life. Okay, we're done there. And we're going to go ahead and get my strainer out. I'm going to try not to strain down here getting my strainer. Okay, I got my strainer. Okay, like I said, I'm going to try something totally different today. I'm going to take this and I got it. And I'm going to drain it into the sink here, but I'm going to leave some of it in the container with water. Okay, put that back in there. Then I'm going to take a fork and fork this in and start mixing it in together with the pasta. I've never done this before. I don't know. This is complete experimental cooking. I spread it around like a layer. Okay. Then I'm going to take the tuna and layer that on top. See, Sarah actually needed the pan that I was cooked with tonight, but no, that's okay. No, you have to make your mistake.
I can do it.
No, and then I'm going to put this on top. Okay, then I'm going to take a. Yeah, well, that was the whole idea. But hey, we're open to new ideas every day. I'm going to go ahead.
I can move it into this pan.
It's too late now.
I can do it.
It's too late. I'm already way into this. I'm going to add an entire container of milk to the pan that was just had the vegetables. This pan right here. Just to heat it up a little bit. Kind of get rid of everything on the bottom. Make sure everything's out of the can. Okay. And then I'm going to take that warm milk and put it right on top of there. Then I'm going to just sit it over here on low. Let it sit for a bit. Yeah. I don't really know what this else is. It's just, what I'm going to do though is get this container. Which is really important to our meal. And then I'm going to take all those ingredients and pour them right in here. Okay, I'm going to put some oil at the bottom, put this on a low flame.
What's a better container for your...
Oh yeah, well this is where I was headed anyway, so I just thought I'd do it this way. Okay. I'm going to take everything I just made right over there and just throw it right in on top of this. All of it. Just mix it right in there. Okay, now start stirring everything together. Kind of like
that
a big,
looks good.
Like a big boat. Row,
Like a
row,
big
row your boat gently down the stream. Tuna casserole it is. Gently. Okay, just rotate, move everything. Oh yeah, this is actually coming together. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to throw some paprika on here. Just for general health. It lowers your blood pressure a little bit. Need steak? No, you don't need paprika. If you have low blood pressure, do not do paprika. Okay. I'm marrying all the ingredients. And the heat of the pasta is melding together. If you could, I'm going to turn that off for a second. No, all I need, no, I'm good. But if you want to grill those up, cover it. I'm going to go ahead and get my cheese out, picked up. I'm going to cover this entire casserole with cheddar cheese. Mild cheddar, and it's organic Valley. So I'm going to put that on top and let it melt with a cover on it with a low flame under it. All right, we're almost there. That came out really nice. It has a good, I don't even need the yogurt. Perfect. Okay, what I want to do before I do this is, if you could reach into the refrigerator or freezer. Yeah. Get the peas out. I'm going to make a little bit of peas to go in this, just because I think it would be kind of a nice addition. You don't have to put peas in if you don't want, but it would make a really nice addition, I think.
It's pretty.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and zap it in the other room. So if you want to talk to the show, you can.
Okay.
And then I'll be done in a second.
These are really delicious. David has a really nice pasta dish there.
Yeah. I'm going to cover it up, too, just to keep it warm. Put it back on the grill. Okay. All right.
All right, anyway.
I'm going to microwave those for about 3 minutes.
Great, there we go. Yum, delicious. Good. Good, good, good. These and the tuna casserole do taste delicious.
It does. That'd be good.
Exactly.
Rotating it around, making it all mixed together is key.
Yeah.
And as soon as I put those peas in there, then I'm going to top it off with that cheese, and it'll be the ultimate cover.
It'll be the ultimate tuna casserole.
Yeah. I didn't. You know how much I paid for this? It was a whole bag of cheddar cheese. 99 cents.
Whoa.
Non-GMO, organic at grocery outlet. And you had to catch it on a weekday, otherwise you can't get those deals. Pretty good.
Yeah, the weekends, people like me would snatch them up if we could, but we never get the deals.
Yeah.
People like me never get the deals.
No, you're not shopping with all the old women. I met a 91-year-old woman.
You met a 91-year-old woman? What?
Yep, a 91-year-old woman who's in the newspaper. She said, and I said, "Wow, okay." And what year were you born? 1928. It's like, wow. And she actually got around. I think she was driving too. She was in the newspaper. They were quite amazed at how spunky she was. Give peas a chance. Peas and mash, bird's nesty. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I just thought it was amazing. A 91-year-old woman walking around and doing her shopping by herself. Your 90-year-old grandpa still drives? Really? Wow, Electric pays it. He's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, I had a great uncle that drove up until about his 96th year, and then he died. All right. How'd your steak look? Any good? Is it looking good?
Yeah, I think it needs a little more cooking. So.
Good. Yeah, sometimes you sear it, the steak, and then you hope for the best, and then if it's not done in the center, you just kind of cover it. But if you steam it too much, it gets rubbery. So if you take the cover off just a slight, there you go. Otherwise, it gets kind of soft. That's just my observation over the years of making steak. I used to make steaks on hibachis. It was a big thing. Getting the coals going, throwing T-bones and porterhouses out there. In the 1960s, you could get a porterhouse for an unbelievable price of $1.25 for like a 2-pound porterhouse steak. It was unbelievable, the price of meat. It was like 66 cents a pound.
Wow.
Yeah, those were the cheap meat days, my friend. I thought they'd never end. Each of us would have a T-bone for dinner. I used to cook for my family, my mom and dad. It was kind of like a small family because I was, the youngest in the family. So. Oh yeah, you're done. Let me cut through it. I want to take this Cutco knife. Okay, well, you'd know whether it was medium for you if you were to. Okay, well, let the temperature. Yeah, we're going to those peas.
It's good.
In case you didn't know, frozen peas are cooked when they're frozen. They're flash cooked. So I think you should take it like a knife cut. Let's put it on the breadboard. Everyone can see it when we're done.
Doesn't it have to rest?
Yeah, let it sit for a bit. Cover it slightly. Sit. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to prep this dish here and show everybody how that finally comes together. I'm going to put the peas in on top of the dish like that. And just kind of rotate it in lightly.
Mm-hmm.
All very nice. Perfect. And then you can season it now if you want, because the seasoning will be closer to the top. I go with dill weed and paprika, but I'm not going to do any more paprika because Sarah doesn't want to have blood pressure.
No, it's okay. Maybe I was suffering from high blood pressure.
I don't know. It's good to keep an eye on your. Anyway, I'm going to take this wonderful organic cheese, shredded. I'm just going to have a field day and cover the whole thing and keep it on low. There we go. Now, if you have Parmesan, that works too. Parmesan shaker. I saved a little bit for a taco or something. To covered it. I didn't put the whole package on there in case you're calculating the total dollars expense. And now Sarah's going to show you the steak. I'm going to put this, I think, on the back burner. The tuna casserole and go in the
Right.
Yeah. It's got a really nice look to it. Wow, with those onions. Beautiful. Can I do the honors? Great. Garnish it with some beautiful peppers. Lightly cooked, al dente. That is beautiful. Wow, and you know the steak sauce in here, you could make a rice dish with, but you could also just put it right on top of the steak. You want to do. Okay, here we go. Hold that down so the camera sits down. Beautiful. That is gorgeous. Wow. I did not expect you to bring a steak home, so I'm pleasantly surprised. And you can cut it with either one of these knives or fork. I think I have a fork. I have a tuna fork. Let's see. Here it is. I'll rinse it off. All right, Sarah cooking. Hey, that looks really pretty, Sarah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. On the outside chance that that is ready to slice, that we could actually slice right into it, or just look at it and people can imagine what it looks like.
I'll give it 1 minute.
Okay, she's going to let it set for 1 minute. It's going to rest.
I don't know how. Some people rest it. I don't know. Steak for.
Yeah.
So.
How long should we rest the steak? 1 minute, 2 minutes? Yeah, real tough decisions. Kind of like the decisions that Donald Trump faces every day.
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of. I understand he likes to watch TV, and he likes to eat fish burgers. He likes fish burgers, and he likes to watch TV. I know that he's hoping that he can get a good deal on with Kim Jong Un, and that'll be great.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So you're gonna dig right in. Look at this. Wow, let's take a look at that beautiful steak. Oh yeah, perfect. Medium, it's perfect medium.
Yeah.
That is perfection. Sarah has a perfect steak there. I have my tuna casserole, which will last me about 5 days in the refrigerator. And we're just having a wonderful time. You gonna take a bite? She'll tell you how it is in just a sec. He likes to watch. You can make a sauce with all. You can make gravy with that steak sauce. Is it what you expected?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
You should have a bite of it.
I will in a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. That was really good.
All right.
Nice steak.
Great.
Low carb tuna casserole. They see this picture of a steak. What? How's that a low carb tuna casserole?
And then our tuna casserole is right over here. It'll be sitting on melt.
You really like David, right? Completely. Oh, there we go.
It's already melted. Look at that.
Beautiful. We should put that in
See both of them together. There they are. Okay. I'm going to keep the lid on that, and I keep it on melt, and we can serve it a little bit later. I'm going to start the other show in the other room. Thank you for watching our cooking experience today. We had a wonderful time. And we'll see you guys at the regular show. And this will be uploaded tonight at 2:30 in the morning. See you then.